This is Stryker of Enyo, Metal Gear Solid 5. This is the Buddies Guide. This is part 1. We're going to cover the horse, and then we're also going to cover the dog. In part 2, we will cover the other two characters. So, without too much further ado, let's get right at it. D-Horse. So, D-Horse. D-Horse is your first buddy. He's the basic buddy. All you can really do is up his defense. There's one more battle dress out there for him that I didn't end up getting. It just ends up adding more ceramic plates and armor to him. You really can't do much else besides the defecate command. Here's the other battle dress. This is the the stealth option, where he's kind of wearing a black little onesie, I guess. But yeah, I mean, enemies don't outright attack him. There is no way for them to do it. They're only going to shoot at him if you're in the vicinity. So you don't got to worry about them attacking him, at least straight out. There's really not much to D-Horse. I mean, he is a fast mode of transportation. He's the fastest until you end up unlocking the Raiden suit later on. That actually ends up being faster than using the horse, but you have to S-rank every mission, not including the harder difficulty ones. And of course, the horse has the defecate command, which is useful for spinning out a vehicle, and it stuns everybody that's in the vehicle. You can also, if the vehicle spins out, you can hold up the vehicle, pointing your gun at it. Everybody will get out of the vehicle. I can't remember if I saw an E3 video or something where they made the horse defecate, and then Snake actually picked up the poo and then put it on the road. Here, I couldn't seem to get it to where I could actually pick it up, so I had to strategically make him shit on the road, and that's basically what made it work. But yeah, if the vehicle hits it, it'll make it spin out. I didn't try a truck, because quite honestly, it's not that useful. It's humorous in itself, but I mean, you know, the horse is basically a mode of transportation. You can up his defense so that he doesn't get hurt. He gets you around the map extremely quickly, like I said, early on, before you get any of the other suits that make you run fast. The cyborg ninja suit, you get that. Well, you can get that later on. That makes you run a bit faster. And there's going to be a truck that ends up coming here. But yeah, I mean, D-Horse, there's not too much extra, not too many thrills. Not too many frills either. What you see is what you get with the horse. He's basically made to get there. It spins out the truck, and the guy ends up getting stunned. Like, at this point, you can hold him up, or you can just extract the entire vehicle. So that's kind of cool in certain missions if you can get him to do it on the ground. But yeah, there's not too much to the horse. I mean, he is a horse, of course. He gets you around the place a bit faster. Eventually, you can unlock the skin that he basically has when he's with the man on fire, without the fire effect. It's just an extra skin. It doesn't give him any abilities or anything. It's kind of cool. It'll give you something extra to do. But yeah, there's just not much to the horse. It's not like he's going to be sneaking around or anything. The defecate command, it's fun. You can get him to poop on other soldiers. You can have Snake smack him in the ass and shit right in his face. It's good for a laugh or two. You'll probably... Jesus Christ. Okay, well, moving on to the other one. D-Dog. D-Dog's the best. Up to 100 meters, he will highlight all enemies, plants, and prisoners. So as you can see, there's a prisoner right there, and he basically highlights everybody, well, within 100 meters, but that's pretty much, you know, if I'm in the middle of it, that's everybody in this base. He's very useful. He's a stealth player's best friend. You don't have to get too close, and he'll soft mark enemies. So basically, if you get out of range, all those marks will end up going away. This is him naked. This is how he starts. You can keep him busy. You can call him eventually as you up your bond with him. You can have him bark. He's got a number of suits. Let's go into the sneaking suit, equipped with a knife. You can basically order him to kill an enemy on command, but if another enemy sees him attacking or sees him attacking another, he will end up shooting. Otherwise, for the most part, you don't have to worry about your dog getting attacked. Most enemies will just shoo him away. The stun suit is up next. That removes the little plastic guard, and it basically gives him a stun baton. So yeah, it's a non-lethal way of taking out an enemy. The battle dress, that actually comes after you get the other one, but it's an armored up version. It's actually kind of a cool suit, but all you get is the wound command, which isn't really that useful, but it does up the defense. And this is the Fulton one. You can actually command the dog to Fulton out enemies, and it works okay. But he doesn't have any way of attacking enemies. All you can do is Fulton, so that basically takes up that thing. When you get your bond to 100, you can actually go over to customize, and you can actually customize your buddy. D-Dog is one of the only 2 customizable buddies. The Walker obviously has a lot of stuff you can put on, but you can customize his fur. He's got a couple of, that's the preset. He's got a couple of different colors. Some are kind of cool. You got brown, and then you also have a fox color. I kind of like that. It kind of keeps with the whole fox logo. You can also remove the eye patch. You can go to eye patch, no eye patch, but he still has a wound, or you can just give him an artificial eye. Yeah, so it's interesting, but it explains probably some of the videos that you've seen online that you weren't quite exactly sure what they did or how they did it. So yeah, you can change his color once your bond gets to 100 with him. Not a bad thing. It's actually kind of cool. I like the white version with the black eye patch, but that's just me. So here's the kill command. It actually is quite hilarious. Yeah, it does give you a kill, and normally you don't want to kill enemies, but he whips out his little knife. And even armored foes, he can do this.
Enemy presence detected.
He jumps on their head, slits their throat, and then somersaults off of it. It's hilarious. And he does something special if it happens to be the last enemy in the area.
Side ops list updated. Extraction.
He freaking howls. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, it gives you a kill, but he can take out armored foes, as you see there. The stun baton, now that, it actually works pretty good. It's the same animation, but he stuns the fuck out of him. Yeah, he still howls at the end. It's pretty useful, but like I said, it's got to be isolated enemies. If another enemy sees him run up or attack another enemy, he will shoot the dog, and if the dog takes too much damage, it'll end up leaving the area. Or it'll end up getting Fultoned out before it dies.
Analysis.
This is the Fulton one. You basically tell the dog to Fulton. It's kind of okay, quite honestly. I'd rather have an ability where the dog can actually take out an enemy. It's cute seeing him Fulton up a bunch of guys. If you have a tranquilizer rifle, it doesn't matter too much. This is the wound command. It's okay. It gives him the highest level of defense, but all he does is wound an enemy, and then 30 seconds to a minute later, the enemy ends up dying. I'd rather have it to where he can actually attack someone and complete the attack. But yeah, as you increase your bond, you can actually detect plants up to 120 meters away. That works out pretty good. They stay on your map. D-Dog is pretty good.